Good morning, Greenfield Community College students. I'm delighted today to be introducing our bachelor's degree completion programs at Northeastern's College of Professional Studies. My name is Dean Wright. I'm an admissions recruiter for the college, and you can see my email address there. Please do feel free to contact me at any point with any questions. Shane Clark has my information as well. I'm going to begin by giving a brief overview on Northeastern. We'll talk about the programs, in particular, a couple of the programs related to Helping Week today, the application requirements, a little bit of information on scholarships and financial aid, and then we'll also be doing a few frequently asked questions. Why Northeastern? Well, as you may or may not know, we're a top 50 university. We're actually ranked number 49 by US News and World Report nationally. We're a world leader in experiential learning, and this includes co-op, which is a paid work experience, in-class XN projects, which are typically online projects working with various companies, internships, and various other forms of work-related experience. We're ranked number 1 in the country for co-op and internship. So if you're looking for a university where you have an opportunity to get hands-on experience, to enrich your classroom experience, and to prepare you better for the workforce, and to have experience on your resume, Northeastern is the one. We have a global network with more than, 240,000 alumni and 3,300 corporate partners. And we're ranked within the top 5 on career services by the Princeton Review. We have almost 38,000 students across 9 colleges. The College of Professional Studies is one of those colleges. We have almost 1,400 full-time faculty. And as I mentioned, we're ranked number 49 among national universities. Okay, these are our bachelor's completion programs. I've highlighted the ones in red, which are, I think, more related to Helping Week, healthcare administration, health science, and psychology. All of these majors maintain the same admissions criteria I'll be describing shortly. They're all, we think, very carefully industry aligned. So we think that we have wonderful support among our corporate partners and wonderful opportunities for all of the students studying in these majors. Okay, what makes our healthcare program stand out? Really, you will have great opportunities to enhance your analytical, conceptual, and problem-solving skills. You'll establish competency in healthcare management, finance, policies and procedures, relevant legal and regulatory issues for a couple of the programs that I'll be discussing today. You'll have the opportunity to do that in Boston, the heart of many of the best hospitals and medical centers in the world. We have dedicated faculty with real-world experience. Some of our programs, as I'll be mentioning, are also offered online, including the psychology program. Okay, starting with the psychology program, this is offered, as I mentioned, both online and at our Boston campus. You will gain a comprehensive understanding of the key areas in psychology, including social and abnormal psychology, sensory function, learning, memory, human development, emotion and motivation. We have a number of electives, and you'll have the opportunity to develop your counseling skills and pursue various areas of specialized interest. You will be prepared to enter careers in industry and human services, as well as to pursue graduate work in psychology or social work. The Bachelor's of Science in Healthcare Administration. This is an online program. If you're an international student, you should realize, of course, that it's not STEM designated or F1 visa compliant. There are a number of careers that you can pursue, including medical and health services manager, insurance underwriter, social or community service manager, healthcare administrator. There's expected to be quite enormous growth in this area, 19% between 2014 and 2024. The Bachelor's of Science in Health Science is STEM designated and F1 visa compliant. It's offered just in Boston, not online. There are a number of career paths, beginning with going on to medical school, but also science technicians, medical and health services managers, insurance underwriters, social or community service managers. And these jobs are very well paid and very much in demand. Okay, so I'm very happy to get into the application requirements and begin by saying they're relatively simple. We have a free online application, which you can find at this URL. And we really only need three things from you. We need the online application, we need your transcripts from Greenfield, and we need an attestation form telling us when you graduated from high school and where. Those are the only things we need. You can include letters of recommendation, but they're not required. You can include a statement of purpose, an essay, but it's not required. Relatively simple. If you happen to be an international student and you're finishing at Greenfield, you don't need these English proficiency tests. However, if you were transferring prior to completion, you would need to submit one of these. Looks as if we have someone joining us. I am going to continue with the presentation, and then I'll be available for questions and to circle back to some of the majors that I've covered. Right now, we're talking about admission requirements. So submitting transcripts, we will require official transcripts ultimately. You can actually begin by submitting PDF unofficial transcripts. We can make an admissions decision with those, but in order for us to evaluate credits and apply them to your study at Northeastern, we need the official ones sent to us from Greenfield directly to Northeastern, and this is where they would be sent. All of this information is available on our admissions page. Scholarships, we have them. I'm very pleased to say that for most of the scholarships, students are automatically considered for them. So they will submit their application and you'll receive, especially as a resident of New England, likely you would qualify for the Lowell Institute scholarship, which applies to the full New England area, and you'd receive that automatically. The average scholarship is between 8,000 to 10,000. They go up to 15,000. There is one, the Dean's Breakthrough Scholarship, which you would need to be nominated for. All right, some frequently asked questions. The transfer credit process. This often can be completed within 2 to 3 days. During peak periods, it can take up to 7 to 14 days. You can check whether we've received your transcripts and the status of your application at any time by going to the Apply Yourself portal, which is the online application you've used. You'll have a PIN, you'll have a password, and you'll be able to check the status at any point. Grades that you've earned at Greenfield in which you've earned at least a C will transfer. And if you happen to be an international student and you have questions about the visa process or the I-20 process, something you may or may not know, Northeastern actually has the largest international student enrollment of any university in the country. We used to be number 2 behind NYU. Now we're actually number 1, which means we provide a lot of great support to international students. This is the URL you would use to find your academic advisor for the specific program that you've applied to. And then this question about will we be on campus in the fall with respect to the pandemic? Yes, we will. And in fact, we were open all of last year as well. We have a research hospital on campus. We gave over 1 million tests. I think we've worked probably harder than almost any university in the country to keep our students safe. As of this fall, we're open with every student required to be vaccinated. And then for additional questions, you can find my email address here. You can find the URL to our bachelor's completion programs. And I'd encourage you to visit that site and review any programs in which you may be interested. If you email me, I'm happy to schedule a one-on-one appointment with you, counseling session to support you, answer any questions you have, try to determine whether the program is a good fit for you and help you. Thank you very much. I appreciate this opportunity to present to you.